Podcast 77, I believe I just checked. It's been a few days since we cranked one out, so it's busy. It's everyone's busy this time of year. It's hard to catch people not doing stuff. So we got Trey on. He's on the team. He lives in the bluegrass state. So thanks for coming on.
Yes, sir.
So how's season prep going?
Going good. It's kind of got a little late start. I got some mineral out, and I got three cameras out right now, having some decent potential maybe stuff. Got to see how everything finishes out, but nothing real serious right now. I got vacation coming up, so got to get that out of the way, and then it's all deer season from there on out.
Yeah, I got to keep the family happy and
Yeah, got to get all the chores and all that taken care of. Then it's wide open.
yeah, yep, nope, I get that. We got some stuff going on here and there. We got our state fair in like a week and all that good stuff. But I planted my fall plots last week. We've gotten like 2 inches of rain since then. So everything's germinated. Everything's kind of going good. So we'll just have to. I think I'm gonna go grab some fertilizer tomorrow and head down and get stuff fertilized because we're supposed to get more rain in the next 3 or 4 days and give it the best boost I can, really. So see,
That's all it's done here is rain, 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 rain. That's
I'll
it.
take it, man. I'd rather have rain than drought.
Yeah.
We've been in drought like the last 5 years, it seems, and especially if it stays like this, those horrible three words or three letters usually don't show up. But
Hmm.
we if we can keep on getting moisture through August and get into September, man, it'll be my all my food plots that I planted early. My corn and beans look great. My clover's doing awesome. Sorghum and sunflowers are at just a bumper crop of them, and um, CRP's growing back. There's clover everywhere. It's going good. We just need a good deer to show up. That's where I'm at right now. Is I don't have anything I want to shoot.
Yeah, that's me too. Which I don't have the, I guess you could say luxury or whatever, but the all the places and land to do all the plots and everything, which we can't start feeding until the first, I think. So when that gets here, that's when a lot of my pictures and prep and all that really starts to explode when we can start getting feed out. Then that's when we can really find out what we've got going on,
Oh,
around
okay.
here.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And I don't have any scrape cameras out, and I
I
got
was going to do that too. Yeah, I got to get them out.
I haven't done too much of that, and I'm not that worried about it. I got one farm I haven't even touched, and I really, really, really need to get over there. But it borders a piece I had permission on, and it has since changed hands as far as the farming practices go. So their family hunts, and
Mm,
they want me to get my stuff out of there. Which
one of
they're
them
super.
deals.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, it happens. I'm not butthurt over it too bad, so
Yeah.
it should be just fine. But we'll make do with what we got, and we'll kind of adjust accordingly and go from there. So I got to pull a couple stands, um, readjust them, and I just need to put in some work. But I need to cool down. I'm
Yeah.
not going to go do that stuff when it's 90, 95 degrees heat index, and just that's when
Miserable.
mistakes happen. I don't want to be chainsawing stuff down and you know have something happen. So,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
but yeah.
My
Besides,
my goal or my plan is to, well, in a perfect world, I would get one pretty early here and then get back up to Ohio. And I've got a little bit of a, I don't know, vengeance, or I'm seeking some vengeance for up there, I guess you could say, after last year. But that would be in a perfect scenario, but that rarely happens for me. I usually got
yeah,
to grind it out,
yeah. I mean, it's sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
which we're just
And
allowed the one, just, one statewide buck. And so then once we get that, we have to kind of move on. So if
yeah,
you want to keep hunting,
Yeah, well, and then you guys also get to start September 1st, isn't it?
Yeah. No,
So
well, it's the first
first Saturday,
weekend. Yeah.
first Saturday of the month, so or first Saturday of in September,
Yeah.
and
I think
man,
it's like the sixth this year.
no, that's a little ways. I mean, that just that week will take a lot of deer out of velvet.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, last year I killed mine opening day, and I think 2 days before I'd had pictures of him, and he still had his velvet. And then, of course, when I killed him, he had done lost it all.
Yeah, yeah, it's I hunted down there a couple years ago and it was ungodly hot. It was awful. One of the it was cool to be down there, but man, it was not fun
Yeah, it's
at
not.
all.
It's not. Which last year we just got super lucky and had a huge cold front come in. I think it was only like 75 that day. It was, which I mean, that's obviously warm, but for that early, no, it was amazing. It
Yeah.
got down to like in the 40s that night. So
Okay.
it was great.
Yeah. It'd be being able to hunt in September is a definite advantage for sure.
Oh yeah.
Those deer are still all bustled up together and you can pattern them pretty decent and you just you get to them before they start bumping around and
Mm-hmm.
figuring all that stuff out.
Getting too wild.
Yeah. But yeah, besides that, it's just been a grind year. I think I'm mostly caught up on what I need to do on farm stuff besides the one I haven't touched and just been trying to knock out videos. This new overtime series has been, you know, trying to
Excited for it.
trying to delegate all that and figure it all out and plan accordingly and try to um wrangle everybody to figure out how we're going to do the first couple episodes to give introductions and stuff.
Yeah.
It's been I've lost a little bit of sleep over it to say the least. So
Which it'll be just like anything else. It'll be a kind of a learn as you go thing.
yep. There's I kind of got in my little ballpark map out in my head how exactly I want everything to go, and
Right.
um, I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be great. I think a lot of it will just be um, continuing to get everybody to stay focused and get after it and just keep pumping out content and
Right.
it's cool. I was talking to Hunter earlier today on the phone about it and I'm like, yeah, there's the one thing that have always felt bad about Outdoor X when we would post videos and stuff is so many people have like good encounters or shoot a bunch of does or they go with people to like recover deer and all
Mm-hmm.
that stuff and it just all that you can't really showcase that. It's really hard to like show that to people because there's no context. It doesn't really make any sense.
Right.
But with this overtime series, it's going to be where you do get to do all that. You go
Mhm.
out and you hunt opening night and you see 10 deer and you may see your target buck, you may not, you may get skirted, all this stuff. Well, most of the time that would never get shown. Nobody
Yeah.
would ever see that. Well, now that's 100% going to be part of this
Right.
series.
I like that too because it seems like it brings more reality to it. You're not just clicking on something and seeing it go down, and then that's it. Of course you got the story and everything, but there's more like it's the more day to day reality side of it.
Yeah, and it's going to be a quote unquote semi live. It'll be a weekly video series. It'll air Friday evenings. I haven't really picked a date time or a time yet. The first episode will be August 1st, but yeah, it'll be in the evening at some point for a bunch of purposes. For me, wanting to make sure if everything's not quite right, I'm not stressed about it dropping in the morning. I have time to go in the afternoon, and if I need to change the editing or get stuff downloaded or something happens, I have the ability to do that. So, and it gives everybody a little bit more time to get their videos sent in, and will allow me
Yeah.
to edit stuff. So,
Excuse me, just like I'm gonna shut this door.
yep, nope, you're good. Oh, oh. Yeah, I had to tell my kids to stay upstairs. There was about 15 teenagers at my house, and I was like, "Hey, I got to get this taken care of." So I think there's only 4 or 5 girls left upstairs with my daughter, but then after that, there was they're just at that stage where there's so many kids at my house all the time. I had to be like, yep, we need to. They finally started to leave, and I'm like, all right, I got to go do a podcast in the basement. Leave me alone. Be quiet, please. So it
Well,
happens.
I just had a Bluey going crazy.
No, Bluey's very very important to some little stinkers.
Oh
So
yeah, she loves it. She's something else. She's 3.5, and it's Bluey, and she's got all kinds of them, but her favorite one's Bluey right now.
okay, yeah, they usually go through cycles. I can't even remember what my kids always used to watch and stuff like that. And it was funny. We would have them watch some of the stuff we used to. Like I got both my girls into Magic School Bus big time,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought that was pretty cool. Like they would get ready for school and they're watching Magic School Bus. They're like 8 years old, and I'm sitting there watching it with them. Like, oh, I remember this. Miss
Yeah.
Frizzle does this, and oh, this is where they go inside the human body. They go in Ralphie.
Mm-hmm.
Go all the way through Ralphie's whole system. And I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. So, but you have to
We
like
got
find it on
sis to
YouTube.
watch. We got sis to watching. I love Tom and Jerry, and she went through a little stage. She liked it pretty well, but that, like you said, that was cool to see. I grew up love watching it, and then there was another one. Shoot, that Drake and Josh show.
Oh
It
yeah,
was big. Yeah, it was after you. It was when I was little,
yeah,
and she likes it too. But you can only find it on certain streaming things or whatever.
yeah, and then the quality's just so bad. It's
Yeah.
awful. Like we were watching something else. I think like Lizzie McGuire or something.
Oh yeah.
My wife was like, "Oh, you should watch this. This says this person in it and that person in it," and it was kind of neat, but
Yeah. She's been asking me for a while now. It's we're leaving Saturday evening. We fly to Florida, and for probably the past week and a half, she's when I get home in the evening, she'll come up and, Daddy, how many more times do we got to sleep till we go to the beach?
right,
Or how many times we got to sleep till we go vacation? So she's excited for it. Be her first time, so it'll be
yeah,
fun.
yeah. It's always fun. I think we're all vacationed out for the year.
Yeah,
Now
it's
that I
late
think,
for us to take one.
I think we're done. My wife and youngest are going to Oklahoma tomorrow on Friday for a gymnastics thing. But besides that, my wife has a couple little things. She's got a girls' weekend somewhere and something else. And besides that, it's just day to day stuff and
Yeah,
getting. I'm gonna just
bracing for
be.
fall.
Yep, I'm just gonna be pounding it out and getting ready to get everything done. So I need to get after that one farm and get it kind of set up. Like I said, I'm just gonna wait till it cools off. I don't mind going to my farm or my uncle's, my two main farms in southern Iowa, because that's easy enough. I can drive my vehicle, do a lot of stuff, but I do need to pull a stand. I'm gonna move a stand, and it's actually where I shot that 8 pointer right there, way in the back. It's just got some neighbor drama, and
Hmm.
I didn't even hunt it last year. It's just not worth it. So I got a pretty good spot all picked out. I know exactly where I want to put it. There's giant communal scrape that's always there, right on a flat. Probably a couple 100 yards away, and it'll not have to have me deal with the BS on the other side of the fence,
Hmm.
and it'll probably put me in a better position to kill a pretty good deer. So I'm gonna do that. Put a camera up with the same. I'm just gonna set up that area all in one shot. Maybe see if I can get a buddy to help me. Trim lanes and just makes it a lot easier with two people moving stuff
Yeah,
around and kind of go from there and figure out maybe find a buck to hunt.
yeah. That's the plan. I gotta do about some of the same stuff. I got a few more cameras I gotta get out on another one of just the family's properties. Um, and then at the spot where I killed my buck last year, I gotta go and hang a stand. And then I'd actually seen I got all of our tools for work is D-wall. So I've got batteries out the wazoo, and I found a extendable, battery
The pull
D-wall.
saw.
Pole saw, yeah, pole saw.
I have
Um,
one. I love it.
yeah, I ordered one of them. I think that'll be pretty clutch.
Yeah, I
For
wish it
cutting
had one.
lanes
I
and
wish you
stuff.
could get one more extension. That's the
I
only
think
you.
it goes to 8.
Uh, Mine has the handle with the battery, then a middle section, and then the section with the saw.
Okay.
So I think it's like 10 plus feet when you put it all
Okay.
together, maybe. Um, but you can find like a generic middle piece, but they're like $80.
Golly.
And I'm like, good Lord. Because I think if you could, there's a lot of those, you just need that extra 3 or 4 feet and you could really,
Yeah.
really do something with it. But I love my battery operated stuff. I have a chainsaw that I use
Hmm.
um, quite a bit. My weed eater just took a shit on me. I've had it like 3.5, 4 years, and I think I left it in the back of my truck when it rained and
Is it
got all
battery?
DeWalt. Yeah,
Yeah. I've never
and
had a battery weed eater.
oh, it's great. I
Yeah.
love it. I use it for mock scrapes.
Yeah.
Use it for my yard all the time, but then I take it to the farm and weed eat around like my deer pond or things like that. So
That's pretty smart.
yeah, it
Might need to look
you know
into that too.
I
I
use it
said I
all the
done got a
time.
ton of batteries, so
Yeah, I use
with the
it
tool
all
and
the freaking time. I every time I go down the farm, I just throw it to the back of the truck
yeah.
because whether you'll have grasses grow up around cameras or like I don't like messing with poison ivy and stuff, so I'll just take that
Hmm.
and wrap it down the tree and cut it all up and
I've heard of people taking them battery leaf blowers and blowing
oh
them a trail in for access.
yeah, I know Bomar does it on some
Yeah.
of his stuff and a lot. At some point it's just not feasible once the leaves really start dropping. But I think if you could get like
Yeah.
the old stuff off,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be so bad. I mean, I've even done it with my weed eater. Like if it's like a little bit taller grass, I'll make like a 12-inch wide path if I need to
Mhm.
access something. Just I don't want to make it too wide, but I'll make it where I can do that, and then weed eat everywhere I need to, and then you can leaf blow or anything like that. So.
Right.
But yeah, I did just find a leaf blower, a weed eater combo. I'm gonna wait till payday and go and buy it, and
There you go.
um, that'll take care of a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I got that post ordered. I'm gonna look into getting maybe a blower and I got a blower actually too. I need a I'd like to have an actual chainsaw too, like you said, for
yeah, well,
some
so they
little
make a,
bigger
a
stuff.
they make a decent sized one, which is what I have, but they also make like a hand one,
Oh
the
yeah.
short little hand one that's got a maybe 6-inch bar on it.
Hmm.
I
Yeah, I've
want one of
seen them.
those to leave in
Yeah.
my truck all year long.
Yeah.
And
That'd
just
be
if I
smart.
need to trim it up above, it's just zip 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 zip.
Hmm.
Because that's the one thing with that pole saw is no matter what, it has to have two sections on it. So you're
Right.
up in the tree stand dilly dicking with so many feet, 6, 8 feet of basically pole saw, unless
Hmm.
you want to hand saw it. So
When you could just reach it with your arm.
yeah, with you can just
Yeah.
reach with your arm, and then that other, like I said, my other chainsaw, it's heavier, and
Yeah.
it'd be fine, but that's one more thing you got to carry up and down the tree stand, and that other one you could just throw in a bag and be done with it.
Yeah.
So I might invest in one of those too. It's just it you can never have too many things like that to really fix things out.
Never can't have too many toys.
Yeah. Yep. No, I get that. I upgraded my video camera setup and found what I was talking to a couple different guys that film a lot, and they were recommending some stuff and about my price range because I'm not a big DSLR guy. I know a lot of people are. I like the video camera style,
Hmm.
especially self filming. And I found one that they recommended, bought it on eBay, and it shipped and should be here Saturday. And I got all my stuff kind of lined up and been buying different things. And I run the run the
Yeah.
screens, and then this is like a four-way. I put a GoPro on the front of this, and this will be for my shotgun mic, and then have my wireless mics right here, and that whole thing will just clamp on top of my camera.
Oh yeah, I like that.
And I mean, it seems like it's a lot going on, but I think when I get it all figured out and get it all set up, it'll be everything I want to have. So
Yeah. So you did end up, you found a camera, you got a new camera coming?
Yeah, I got a
Yeah.
Sony XF 400.
Okay.
It's they don't even make it anymore. But it has such a high frame rate. It'll
Mm-hmm.
film 1080 like HD at 120 frames a second, and it'll do 4K at 60 frames a second.
Yeah.
So
Last time we talked a little while back, he was telling me that you was, starting to look and really get
yeah,
serious about
yeah.
switching out.
Yeah, I talked to Caleb Griner about it, and he said he used to have this camera and absolutely loved it. And because when we did all of our turkey decaps, I was talking to Josh about it, and he really, really wanted to use our footage. I would send him stuff when we would kill birds, like when Mitch and I killed our birds in
Mm-hmm.
Nebraska. I sent him the video. He's like, "Dude, you need to send me that. I want to do something awesome with it." I'm like, "Okay, cool." He's like, "Hey, what frame rate is it?" And I was like, "Oh, it's 30 frames a second." He's like, "Man, that's unfortunate because what I didn't realize, so whatever frame rate you shoot at, let's say it's 60 frames a second, which is good. As soon as you put it in editing software, it cuts it in half.
Okay.
So now it drops down to 30 frames a second.
Mm-hmm.
And normally it doesn't matter. Like you're watching deer and turkeys and whatever walk around, all that good stuff. It doesn't matter. As soon as you try to slow mo it, like get the arrow flight or something
Yeah.
like that, it goes from having you know, just that nice slow looking transition with a faster frame rate to the
Mm.
choppy
Like it's
cut.
lagging or something.
Yep, like a cut up because there's not that many frames per second, and arrows are flying 280, 300 feet per second,
Yeah.
and they just can't catch them. So that kind of was
Makes sense.
that was kind of my deciding factor. I'm like, well, if we're going to keep on doing this, and I sold mine and got a really good price out of it. And then I just got a really good deal on the one I wanted. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
found one, and it was one of those. They're like, hey, bid on this or give me an offer, and I offered him like I think $300 under what they were asking, and he took it. So
Golly.
yeah, so I got a pretty good deal on it. It should be here, like I said, Saturday, and then get it all set up.
Yeah. Be okay if we could all have one of them ones like he's got. What's it called?
Oh, the Phantoms.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Be all right
lot
to
of
have one of them, wasn't
there's a lot of zeros on the end of that price tag.
it?
I tell you what, that thing is crazy. I've been at his place when he used it. It takes 30 seconds just to turn on.
Golly.
With because it's got fans on it to cool
Oh
down
yeah.
all the boards and all that stuff, and you get like 30 seconds of footage.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
not something you can run for like 2 or 3 minutes. Like you get like 30, takes like 3 minutes to turn on, and then you have like 30 seconds from the time you push record to the
To
time it like
capture what
is
you're.
till the time the batteries or the card's full, because you're filming at
Golly.
like thousands of frames a second.
Oh yeah. So it's picking it all up quicker.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. That stuff's above my head.
Yeah, it's a whole nother level, man. But you watch those videos and they are something else.
Oh, it's crazy.
So
It's awesome.
yep. If that's your thing, and especially all the testing they do, it's kind of a double edge thing. Like you're using it for hunting and doing certain things with it, but you're also using it in the testing of like the beast broadheads and all that
Oh yeah.
stuff, and
Yeah.
um, watching how they open and testing, and yeah.
Yeah.
So they're pretty sweet,
Mm-hmm.
and not all of them are that expensive. You can find some pretty decent ones, but they're still 5, 6, $7,000
Yeah.
for a
That'd
pretty
be like
decent
the.
slow mo.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got a mess over here. I'm dilly dicking with different GoPros, and a lot of the guys have turned to like these Insta 360 cameras, and not even the ones that are like 360, but Insta makes like a hand like one like this,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, man, I sold one of my GoPros. I have two of them, and I have like 6 batteries for them. It's like, man, do I really want to get rid of these? And I mean, they work great. I have an 11 and a 12,
Yeah.
but that's about perfect for deer season because I always put one on my video camera. Just it saved me last year on my bow buck. The the audio on my big camera was all jacked up. It didn't record any sound. So I was lucky enough I hit record on my GoPro on the top and I used that sound
Oh
and
yeah.
meshed everything up with the or with the video
Of your main
of
camera.
the main camera. Otherwise, I that footage never would have been aired.
Yeah. I remember you saying something about that. Yep.
Yep, yep. Something
I
not
got
getting
two of
plugged
the
in right.
12s. I got two of the 12s, and I got a ton of batteries. I ordered a bunch for turkey season, so I think I'm just gonna stick with that.
Yeah, yep. I like to do one on there, and then I like to have one like up above me.
Hmm.
Kind of getting everything in front, and best case scenario, you get a nice shot, over the shoulder shot, and
Yeah.
can
I
kill
was
something that
looking.
way.
I was looking on Fourth Arrow. I think I'm gonna get one of the outreach arms
Okay.
for it being in a stand.
Oh, is that one of the secondary camera angled ones?
Yeah, it's it's for like a GoPro or
Okay.
whatever. And it's I forget what it is, but it'll extend pretty good ways out.
Hmm.
It just screws in like like a hanger or whatever, but it you can get it however far out, or we position it however would be best for you. I think I'm gonna look into getting one of them.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. They're a cheap investment. I bought I have a bunch of them HME camera mounts that screw in and you can adjust the angle and all that stuff. And that's what I did. I bought like a dozen of them last year and I had them with me in my truck in my tote, and I always had one or two in my backpack. So if I was going to a stand, I'd be like, okay, this one doesn't have one, so I would get it all set up when I was hunting, and then I would just leave it.
Yeah.
So what I tried to do is I try to have a fourth arrow base for
Mm-hmm.
my camera arm,
Yep.
a bow hanger, two accessory hooks, the secondary GoPro mount, and then a pull-up rope and then depending on the style of stand, I like to have the lineman's rope,
Mm-hmm.
for
Yeah.
safety and whatnot. But like the ladder stands, I don't run one of those. But all my hang-ons
Mm-hmm.
that I need to, I need to order about 3 more of them lineman's belts or lineman ropes.
Yeah. The
So
lifelines. Yeah.
lifelines, yep,
They would have. If I'd have had one, they would have saved me
yeah, yeah. That's unfortunate. Yeah, how far did you fall last year?
about probably 26, 27 foot. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been rough.
I bet.
Still deal with it every day.
Yeah, I could only imagine. I mean, I've
But I'm here, and that's the main thing.
Yeah, I mean, I had a stand break on me 15 years ago and caught a branch on the way down. Otherwise, I'd have fallen 20 some feet, and who knows
Yeah.
what would have happened. And yeah, shit happens in a hurry.
It happened the best way it could have, I guess. I mean, landing on my feet, yeah, I broke everything, but I wasn't like, I guess, obviously not paralyzed or obviously not dead, but I feel
Right.
like if it had to happen, I kind of had one of the better outcomes you could have.
Yeah. Nope. That's
It's one of those things that you never really, you hear about and you never really think will happen to you until it does. And you're like, oh my
yeah.
gosh, this stuff's real. Like, I don't know. I've noticed other things like that, whether in life, whether it be whatever. It's like you hear about it, and you're like, daggone, I hate that, or it sucks, still happens to you, and you're like, oh my gosh, I understand.
Yeah. Yep.
It's
It
it's
it
real.
yep. You never understand it until it happens to you, and then you're like, holy crap.
Yeah.
You know. And that goes for pretty much everything. So
Especially like it's just you do it. I mean, all of us, we've hunted most of our lives, all of us has, and you get used to it and you get confident, and then with that, I feel like some uh not necessarily laziness, but kind of comes with it. You might not take a just a little extra step that, you know, 9 times out of 10 doesn't cost you, but that one time, just like I was saying, with that lifeline if I would have just had a, we had the strap up in the stand to just hook into when you got up there. And
Yeah. So what exactly happened? You stepped on the stand and it went out from underneath you?
well, I was hanging one of my lock-ons off to the side of the on the tree that the one that broke was on.
Okay.
And when I got up there and I'd hooked my harness into the strap, and I'd taken everything up with me, and then I'd gotten mine cinched down and gotten it ready to go. So all I had to do was step back over into the old one that broke and get on the ladder sticks, climb down, hook up my bow to the rope, uh, climb back up, sit there and hunt. Well, and it was pulling on me where I'd strapped in as soon as I got up there. My line was on my harness. So once I was done, I was still hanging onto the tree, and I'd been walling around all over that stand that ended up breaking on me. And once I got mine cinched down, I stepped over into it. I was facing the tree, and with my right foot, and then as soon as I stepped over into it with my left foot, them cables broke. They was rusted. Them bolts was rusted and everything. It'd been out there forever, and them cables broke, and that platform just went straight down. And the reason I'd even unstrapped because all I had to do was take one more step onto the ladder, and then I was climbing down. So it was like a simultaneous thing. As I was stepping, I was with my right hand, I was reaching up and unhooking it.
Okay.
And it was just a split second there that I was unhooked, and that's when it happened as I was stepping over, that's when it happened to break.
Yeah.
Just a
That's crazy.
freak accident.
Yeah. I mean, you were on it how many different times? How long were you on it? And then it was just you stepping back
Yeah,
onto it that
yeah,
was enough of it.
yeah.
That's
Like
crazy.
I went up the tree the first time with that stand on my back, so that was another, how whatever it weighs, plus my backpack. And then whenever I had all that off of me and set back on it is when it ended up breaking on me.
Yeah, that's nuts. Yeah, we had
Yeah.
was it Christian fell the year before? Was it this? It wasn't the same year. I think it was the year before. He was moving a stand and had a ratchet strap basically break. All the gears
Mhm.
inside of it. He had sat in the stand and he got done hunting and wanted to move it, 50 yards. Got everything up there and strapped it up, cinched it down tight, went and take a step on it, and down he went. It's stuff happens fast,
Just
and
crazy shit like
you
that.
know, we
You
take it.
obviously can't anticipate it.
Yeah, we take it a lot of it for granted, I think, and I notice I hunt less stands. I very seldom hang and hunt. I'm a lock on guy, ladder
Hmm.
stand guy, where I'm gonna hunt this spot. I put up everything I need to put up, and it's quieter. It's easier for me to get in and out, and I think a lot of us just take for granted that hey, you that one extra step, that extra $30 could save your
Yeah.
life, and then you get older. We did a lot of stupid stuff when we were teenagers and in our 20s before we had families and whatnot. But yeah, and when you have kids and a wife and all
Oh
that stuff,
gosh. Yeah.
you need to go home to. That extra 20-30 bucks is
Yeah.
you're stupid
Worth
if you
it.
don't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I highly recommend getting the lifelines, the safety lines, whatever you want to call them, and hang them in all your trees, especially the ones you hunt more often.
Hmm.
Ladder stands are a little bit different, obviously, um, but it's when you're going up and coming down is when you fall, and you're never hooked in unless you have
Yeah.
those safe lines. So
Even if you got to carry one with you, it might add a couple minutes, but it's worth it. I've learned that the hard way.
yeah,
You
and
know,
and
if you're
that's why
doing like a hanging hunt type style,
yeah,
carry it
especially if
with
you're
you.
gonna leave it there.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yep, if you're gonna leave it there, you go up there with it, strap in, and I check mine every year, and uh yeah, it's just part of my routine. I have my uncle's farm. I have probably half a dozen stands that I hunt more than anything else. I got a couple others that I'll randomly hunt through the year, but I never go to those in the mornings. And I have my 4 or 5 stands I love to hunt, and they're pristine. All the straps are good, everything's great, they all have lifelines. They're all decked out with everything I need, and I'm the only one that ever goes in them. So
yeah,
um that's just my preference, and that's how I like to hunt. And
yeah. That's for sure one thing that I've learned. Don't cut a corner on. Don't. It's just taking it for granted is what I'd done. From my dad had me in a climbing stand when I was 10 years old, 10, 12 years old. Even if he'd like go up above me or whatever, and then after we got used to that for a while, then he might like find a spot to where he could climb a tree right beside me, or whatever. So I've done it my whole life about. And I just got lazy with it, I guess, and I paid the price for it.
Yeah, well, could have been a lot worse. I mean,
Oh yeah, for
I'm
sure,
sure
dude.
it sucked and still sucks, but in the grand scheme of things, you know, got to go home. So,
Yep, that's the
but
main thing, brother.
100%. So yeah, we'll keep grinding. We'll get this new project put out here. Like I said, I'm excited about it.
I am too.
It's all, it's all getting here really fast. I mean, a little over a week, basically a week from tomorrow. By the time this airs, it'll be less than a week, and that first episode will be up. So,
Yeah,
um, a lot of work going to get done this weekend. A lot of team members going to be filming it and getting all the stuff set in, and be time for me to edit.
I got to get vacation out of the way, and then it's deer time for me.
Yep. I'm looking forward to it. So, my phone's at 4% and gonna die here any second. I couldn't find a cord long enough to plug it in. So we'll uh, we'll end on that. And like I said, it's thanks for jumping on, and
Yes,
everybody
sir.
check into this overtime series. It'll start August 1st, and it'll be a fun one to watch all season long. So thanks, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you, buddy.
Yep. Later.
See you, man.